The wings awaken. The first light of dawn broke over the horizon, spilling a soft glow across the jagged peaks of the Skyreach mountains. A light breeze whispered through the vast expanse of the valley, where the only sound was the rustling of feathers. The ancient eyrie, a fortress nestled between two towering cliffs, stood silent, as though waiting for something to stir it from its centuries of slumber. Within the walls of the eyrie, a quiet unease hung in the air, as though the winds themselves carried an omen. At the heart of the eyrie, in the great hall where banners of past falcon riders hung, a young woman stood in front of an enormous stone window, gazing out at the endless sky. Her name was Lyra, and she had always felt an inexplicable pull toward the heights, to the winds that rushed through the mountains, to the untamed freedom of the skies. Today was different, though. The call, the one she had always heard faintly in the back of her mind, had grown louder. It was as if the very winds themselves were beckoning her to step forward. Her hand rested on the polished surface of a long-forgotten relic. It was a chest intricately carved with designs of falcons in flight, their wings spread wide. It had belonged to her father, the last Skywarden, a position of great honor within the eyrie. He had vanished many years ago, leaving behind only whispers of his bravery and the mystery of his disappearance. Lyra had grown up with stories of his courage, his bond with the great birds of the sky, and the sense of responsibility that came with being a Skywarden. But she had always felt disconnected from those tales. She was nothing like him. At least that's what she had always believed. The chest creaked open with a soft protest, revealing a set of weathered leather gloves and a worn but beautifully crafted flight harness. Lyra ran her fingers over the smooth leather, the faint scent of the sky lingering in the fabric. She could almost feel the presence of her father in the room, as though his spirit was watching over her. A sudden gust of wind pushed through the open window, ruffling her hair, and in that moment Lyra knew what she had to do. She pulled the gloves onto her hands, her fingers trembling slightly. It wasn't fear that gripped her, but something deeper, something she had never fully understood until now. There was a purpose to her existence, something far beyond the walls of the eyrie, and it was calling her. The world outside was waiting, and she could no longer ignore the pull. The sound of footsteps echoed down the hall, interrupting her thoughts. Lyra turned, her eyes narrowing instinctively. It was the sound of boots against stone, a sound she had come to associate with the presence of one of the Falconborn, the elite warriors of the eyrie who were tasked with protecting the skies and ensuring that no threat went unnoticed. They were as much a part of the mountain as the very...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?